Hi, family.
Thanks for watching. So this is supposed to be the 1-year review of our peach mead that we made last year. I don't know if you call it review.
A 1-year tasting.
Yeah, 1-year tasting.
We tried it off of camera already once, but we wanted to do the reaction because what we found was
Disgusting.
We didn't really like it.
So in this video, we will evaluate what we think went wrong, steps we took to remedy our mead, taste test everything to evaluate if the remedy worked, and the like.
So what Ann did is she went online, she found did some more research, found some stuff to help us clarify. We think that what might be happening is some of our brews were stressing the yeast, which is kind of giving it a interesting flavor.
Yes, so from reasons for why your meads can go wrong, obviously one is age, which is not an issue for this one because it's a year old. Another thing too can be exposure to air, which we don't think is that because we've tried that with wines, you know, where the corks go bad and the wine kind of turns to a vinegar taste, and it wasn't that. And then the third potential thing was, like he was saying, that the yeast can get stressed from, for example, heat.
During fermentation.
Yes.
So that just gives it its kind of off taste from there.
And this is an August-September batch, and it usually is quite warm here. And we don't really temperature regulate our brews. We just pop them all out in the studio and then forget about them. We tried to rescue it with something called Sparkleade.
Sparkloid. Yeah.
Sparkleoid. And it's supposed to help clarify your brews. And it really did. I mean, the amount of gunk at the bottom of this. And mind you, this is one we'd already bottled. So we'd already gone through the different...
different rackings of this. And when it was in the bottle, it looked very clear. I mean, it looked good when we first put it in. Then we put this stuff in, and apparently it wasn't as clear as it could have been. So
this is actually the second bottle that we opened. We opened the first bottle with friends because we wanted to...
get honest reviews and thoughts.
Which I don't know if that was the case because they were very sweet and told us it tasted wonderful. For sure they dumped it as soon as we left.
Yep.
We tried siphoning this already unsuccessfully because when we did that, we just kicked everything back up. So then we let it sit again. And we're going to be super technical this time with this tasting. We're just going to put a straw on it.
Yeah, we're not looking to like really preserve this at all. We just want to see if it does taste better than the first time we did. So we're going to be super high class and go rubber straw into the half bottle of year 1 peach mead.
This is the only reason too I think we stuck with trying to revive this one is because this happened to us once before with a traditional mead.
Yeah.
Which again was in October, I think we made that one in.
Well, I also wanted to, I wanted to recover it too, because I had really high hopes for this one. It was like fresh peaches off my dad's property. We had all this stuff, like basically everything was fresh that we got from around here. And well, when it turned out like crap, I was kind of like, oh.
You know, I just thought, Kurt, what if bacteria got into it and we didn't do a good job of like keeping bacteria out?
I think the alcohol should have killed.
Yeah, and we were really good about re-racking it before the fruit started to.
Yeah, I think we only did like
kind of gross.
Yeah.
Who knows? The yeast, the stressed yeast seems to be the most likely culprit. Yeah. The fact that it's happened to us now twice. This is the second time it's happened to one of our brews, and the brews were within a month. Were started around the same time period, different years, but what was that?
That'd be chickens doing silly things outside.
Are they okay?
I think so. I don't know where we were off at there, but yeah, I was wanting this to be really good because it was basically all locally harvested ingredients, and then
that's a lot of lessons learned on this.
Lots of lessons. Well, every time there's a lesson learned.
Yeah.
We keep trying different things too. We're trying to not just find one thing we like and stick with it. We want to explore.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like sharing when we screw up. because we're masochistic. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
No, because like if we're having these mistakes, I'm sure other people have as well. So that's my thinking behind it. All right. Do you want to take?
You go first. I'll go first. All right. Let's see here. No. Yeah. No. There's no saving that.
Yeah, no. That's garbage. What a bummer.
I mean, it's not like it's any worse than the first try, so it's not like it's gotten worse, but it's
Not gotten better.
not gotten better.
So clarifying didn't really do anything. Yeah, I'm not sure what you can do if you've stressed a yeast. Yeah. Yeah.
Down
will-
the drain.
We will be more conscious going forward about how and where we store our meads. In fact, we were just talking about today, like maybe making a dedicated room.
Small little like proofing fridge or something like that for wines and meads. They can keep it at like, we want this to be at 60, 55 degrees constantly or whatever it's going to be, at least for the
then you
brews.
gotta like get you gotta get the proofing fridge, and you got the heating mat, and then you need the little thermometer that will like turn one on or off depending on where it's at. Like they have these setups where you get your refrigerator, you get like a heating mat like the way we have for our plants, and then you have these plug-in adapters where you plug the refrigerator into one plug and you plug the heating mat into another plug, and it will literally like keep your brew at a specific temperature while it's going.
I'll go dig a giant trench in the backyard. We'll make a little root cellar.
Yeah, it is a little. You can get really like super like gadget out on it. I was looking it up when I was trying to figure out how to resolve this going forward.
Or we just won't do brews in the middle of summer. It'll be a winter thing.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be very interested to see how all of our brews did that we did in February. Can you put it in the refrigerator? Is it too cold in the
I
refrigerator?
think it might be too cold in the refrigerator. Again, it depends on the yeast. Maybe we just have to be conscious of the yeast we use.
Yes.
the
Champagne yeast is more forgiving. So the yeast that we used on this one was D47. And we know that the yeast isn't bad because we had, from the same batch, made another one that was perfectly fine.
It's really all there is about the 1 year for the peach. The peach did not turn out so well for us, so I don't know if we have any more bottles of it left. I think we have a few, like 2 maybe.
Yeah.
Probably end up just tossing those out and recycling the bottles for the next batches we're going to be doing.
Yep.
And now that we got a lot more of the kind of different chemical things to help us along the way, clarifying, and then what was the other one we had that you got? It was clarifying and then stabilizing.
Yeah.
The stabilizer, so that like if we wanted to back sweeten with a stabilizer instead of having to do the whole heat treatment, if you will. I don't remember what they call that, but
Pasteurizing.
pasteurizing. Thank you. Yeah.
We want to back sweeten via pasteurizing, via chemical, or just good old fashioned second stage. I know the
We're just adding a boatload of
sugar.
boatload of honey up front and later on until you get a 17% alcohol mead and still have sugar left over.
So, anyways,
Which we actually haven't done that yet.
done what?
Haven't just let it go, like done like a, 1 part honey to 2 parts water type of a thing that just.
Yeah, we did. Remember with that one time we were trying to, and it was like, ended up being 18% alcohol?
But it was also still dry. It was still.
Yeah, that was the one that we dumped. That was the traditional that we dumped down the sink because we.
But it wasn't sweet, I guess is my
No,
thing.
it wasn't sweet.
So it never actually had enough sugars left over to keep it sweet.
Yeah.
So it
I
could
don't
have gone
think you can
more.
front load. I don't think you can front load the sugars though in the beginning, because if you just put more sugars in, the yeast will just keep eating it up and go higher.
until the alcohol kills the yeast.
Yeah,
so
but that didn't
eventually-
happen with that yeast. Remember?
That's
the
what I'm
percentage?
saying though, like just completely front load it to the point that eventually it's going to get to like 20% alcohol and the yeast dies. I don't know, it's the same.
We could try, but so far when we've tried it, the alcohol percentage
Never
just
happened. Yeah,
went
it
up
just keeps
higher.
skyrocketing.
Even though the tolerance is supposed to be 11% or 12%, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, it just went 10 times over that. So front loading sugars, I don't think it works. I think yeast technically are supposed to stop at a certain point, but as long as you keep feeding them, they'll keep going.
Yeah.
Who knows?
knows?
We'll run an experiment and figure
We'll
out.
try that one out too. We're getting more and more
waste
honey
honey.
now from our bees, so it's not going to be a big deal.
Anyways, so unfortunately, the Peach Mead
Peachy.
the Peach Mead was a bust. We're pretty heartbroken about it, but hopefully we've identified the problem. If you know of like maybe another thing that it could have been, please let us know in the comments.
Lots of experiments coming up.
Learning as we go. But
I'm going to go dump this. So
thanks for watching.
thanks for watching, everybody.
Please like and subscribe.